Kids back in school, you'll likely see more people out walking and biking during the early morning and afternoon hours.
This year, the city of Green Bay is hoping new improvements on some busy roads will help with pedestrian safety. Emily Byers shares what new measures are being put into place.
A new school year means more children out walking and biking to school. Certain intersections can be busier during the school year and unfortunately more dangerous. Green Bay police say last year there were 37 vehicle crashes involving pedestrians. So far, there have been 21 this year. New this school year, Green Bay officials have revealed new safety measures.
So really it goes back to a partnership that we developed with the Safe Walk and Bike Plan, which was a collaboration between Green Bay schools and the city of Green Bay. Having this plan in place allowed us to pretty rapidly roll out a solution.
It's a $1.6 million investment. $1.3 million is from the Green Bay school referendum and $300,000 is from ARPA funds. The money is being used to put up 64 flashing beacons at certain busy intersections, while the new speed feedback signs will also be installed. Speeding in school zones can be costly or worse.
All those consequences are nothing compared to the consequences of having a crash with a pedestrian, and that's really what we're trying to avoid.
Most of the new safety improvements will be completed this fall. The entire project should be done by next summer. In Green Bay, Emily Byers, Action 2 News.